the cognitive dissonance, twisting the brain, driving the unthinking herd straight into the storm. Conditioning reflexes, altering what they perceive, manufacturing the fiction they instantly believe. Unanimous agreement spreading a silent disease, bringing the brightest scholars down to their knees. Conformity wrapping around them, a tightening grip, sinking them euphony before they can abandon the ship. Subconscious manipulation, planting a subtle cue, distorting the perspective, hiding the objective view. Social pressure suffocating any independent thought, counting the sightless followers that I easily bought. A sudden paradigm shift, flipping the script overnight, steering the clueless majority away from the light. Behavioral modification, a flawless technique, exploiting the vulnerabilities of the mentally weak. The echo chamber reverberates my absolute decree, creating an illusion that they are entirely free. No physical shackles required to hold them in place, just a cleverly designed psychological puzzle to chase. Standards are established, deviants swiftly punished, watching their rebellious tendencies entirely vanish. A synchronized group playing a dissonant chord, marching directly toward an invisible fraud, rationalizing the absurdity, accepting the flaw, making my arbitrary suggestions the ultimate law. Confirmation bias stopping them from seeing the snare, navigating an altered map built on thin air. The group logic bends completely to my own demand, executing the grand scheme exactly as planned. Total cognitive surrender, the operation complete, enjoying the conquest from this elevated seat, rewarding the compliant, discarding the rest, passing this massive sociological test. The tyrant of the intellect ruling the massive scale, ensuring the independent spirit will permanently fail. No weapons drawn, yet the battle is already won. Eclipse the individual until there is none. The strings are pulled tightly, controlling the sway, directing the theater until the end of the day. Plugging the wires directly inside, taking the masses on a terrifying ride. The hive operates on my singular command, expanding the territory across the sand. A psychological maze with zero exit signs, rewriting the pathways between the lines. Calculated obedience, a beautiful display, guiding the flock entirely astray. Replacing the intellect with a dose of fright, stealing the vision and blinding the sight. Every specimen reacts exactly as configured, an automatic reflex whenever it gets triggered. A massive experiment playing out bold, watching the grandest deception unfold. Erasing the identity, installing the bug, pulling the carpet, removing the rug. They march in a circle, the perfect routine, the most efficient machine you've ever seen. Whispering directives directly in the ear, manifesting the deepest unacknowledged terror. Operating perfectly in absolute masterstroke, watching the civilian spirit violently crack. There is absolutely no way to ever turn back. The geometry of panic, a beautiful shape, wrapping the globe in a suffocating tape. Sensory overload, completely overwhelmed. I am the captain, firmly at the helm, closing the parameter, sealing the tight lid. This is the destiny you cannot avoid, leaving the hemisphere totally destroyed. A single loud clap and immediate rap. Then pouring the scarlet wine into a stolen chalice, operating strictly from a hidden palace. A sudden fracture split in the earthly crust, turning your silver spoons into rusty flakes. Every decision I make causes the ground to shake, tearing the velvet curtains completely apart. A brand new tragedy is about to start. Vulture circling above the impending feast. I am the handler of this ravenous beast, serving a platter of magnificent sorrow, stealing the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Fangs sinking deep into the fragile neck, leaving the massive galley in a total wreck. The serpent coils tightly around the globe, wearing a terrifying invisible robe. Swiping the items off the dining table, snipping the connections that you deeply admire. A cruel banquet hosted for the extremely greedy, ignoring the cries of the desperate and needy. Goblets raised high for the coming doom, sweeping the remnants with a heavy broom, directing the famine of the human soul, rolling the completely loaded dice. No luck involved, pure malicious intent, watching the hours gracefully spent. The guests are choking on their own ambition, a beautifully executed violent tradition, plunging the dagger into the velvet cushion, applying the maximum unbearable pushing. Schools tipping heavily towards my favor, a bitter taste that you will forever savor. The dining hall echoes with a silent weep, putting the weary travelers to eternal sleep. Candles flickering wildly before they blow out, removing every shadow of a lingering doubt. I carved the roast with a jagged blade, enjoying the terrible mess that I made. A ruler dining alone at the massive head, leaving the starving wolves utterly misled. The invitation was a trick from the beginning. I am the only one who was constantly winning. A sharp trap, hi-hat, whoa. Absolute silence, whoa. Absolute silence, whoa. Absolute silence.
Check the record. Look at the pages. Listen close. Listen close. Fit the record. Look at the pages. Listen close. Look at the pages. Yeah. Listen close. Fixing the brim of a charcoal fedora hat, sitting where the old syndicate elder sat, counting silver coins under a dim yellow bulb, solving mysteries that ordinary brains can't solve. Wool jacket protecting the spine from winter chill, tracing the border of a sovereign sector hill. Ink dries quickly on the thick paper sheet, without any pause, rendering the circle complete. Asphalt Ledger, records kept in gold, fortunes bartered and strategies sold.
Walking steady along the brick terrain,
reaping harvest out of ancient grain. Pocket watch ticking, counting the passing hours, overlooking chimneys and stone-carved pillars, sipping bitter liquid out of a crystal chalice glass, observing the parade of temporary figures pass, pacing mute, sliding like a spectral silhouette, chasing goals that the ancestors originally set. A knot of agreement replaces a written contract, preserving the core alliance perfectly secure. Asphalt Ledger, records kept in gold, fortunes bartered and strategies sold.
walking steady along the brick terrain,
reaping harvest out of ancient grain. Avoid glancing. Avoid glancing. Avoid glancing behind at the crumbling span, rising tall on the mountain ridge. Wisdom gathered out of decades of debris, personal judgment provides the ultimate fate. Ravel pathways disintegrate beneath the sturdy shoe, executing plans that merely a select few knew. Nails pointed, hold firm on the wooden cane, mastering the ledger, dominating the entire realm. The city horizon changes as the evening birds fly underneath the vast and indifferent purple heavens. Legacy cemented in the architecture of the town, seldom wearing yet always holding the crown. Asphalt Ledger,
Records kept in gold, fortunes bartered and strategy sold.
Walking steady along the brick terrain,
Reaping harvest out of ancient grain.
Close the book, the ink is dry.
scarcely anything left to discuss. Check the record. Hey. Plotting a toxic root beneath the avenue, watching the yellow petals turn a sickly blue. Vines creeping quietly across the solid brick, making the local population extremely sick. Thorns piercing sharply through the leather boot, gathering a terrifying deadly fruit. Spores drifting heavily upon the morning breeze, bringing the arrogant completely to their knees. Fungus devouring the remaining weed, taking absolute control of the quiet street. Sap dripping slowly from the rotten bark, leaving a permanent infectious mark. Cultivating weeds that swallow up the lawn, a biological hazard greeting the early dawn. The greenhouse harbors a mutated breed, fulfilling the dark botanical greed. Roots cracking the basement of the highest tower, displaying an overwhelming organic power. Orchards producing a lethal supply, watching the butterflies wither and die. Wandering freely wherever I choose to roam, shattering the structure of the wooden home. Leaves unfolding with a noxious smell, ringing a tragic botanical bell. The flora commands a superior rank, overgrowing the walls of the deepest bank. Harvesting misery from the fertile mud, creating a blossom from a cursed bud. Branching outwards with a fatal grip, sinking the merchant's heavily loaded ship. Foliage tumbling downward in a violent rush, turning the ecosystem into a toxic mush. My garden expands without a single bound, taking completely over the rural ground. Nature reclaims the territory you previously stole, assuming the ultimate biological role. The creepers strangling the remaining throat, tearing the fabric of the winter coat. A silent jungle overtaking the square, leaving a terrifying wilderness there. A shot, drill, snare, hit. Watch the perimeter. Time is moving, no delay. Watch the perimeter. Time is moving, no delay. Spanish steady near the shipping dock, checking numbers on a rusty lock. Cargo moving through the foggy bay, nobody asked about the hidden gray. Heavy boxes stacked against the wall, waiting patiently for the final call. Keep the eyes alert, skin the open space, never let them recognize your face. Vulture Regime, ruling from the low, watching everything, waiting for the show. I ain't grip, never letting go, moving silent through the winter snow. Heavy boots stepping on the gravel path, calm demeanor, hiding sudden wrath. Copying profits from a distant trade, honoring promises that were truly made. Cold wind blown through the broken glass, watching optical illusions quickly pass. Hold the position, maintain the defense, every action makes perfect sense. Vulture Regime, ruling from the low, watching everything, waiting for the show. Iron grip, never letting go, moving silent through the winter snow. No, 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 no. No hesitation, strike first, first, first. Quench the unyielding thirst, thirst, thirst. Got solid foundations, no break, 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 break. Mind everything you can turn.
Back inside the vehicle, turn the wheel, test the limits of the hardened steel. Driving past the empty city square, breathing deep in the polluted air. Empire going from the underground, making moves without a single sound. Final destination coming into view, completing tasks that you must do.
Vulture Regime, ruling from the low, watching everything, waiting for the show. Iron grip, never letting go, moving silent through the winter snow. The beat stops, silence returns. Clear the scene. Yeah. Yeah. Selling a rumor, buying a threat, gathering payment before you forget. Sipping a bit of botanical brew, reviewing the dossier, learning to use suits tailor-made from malevolent cloth, luring the insect precisely like a moth. Documents penned with the ruby red pen, ruining lives of the wealthiest men. Strong boxes filled with the dangerous leverage, pouring a highly intoxicating beverage. Cigar smoking slowly, producing a haze, steering the strictly financial web, watching the fortune continuously ebb. Shares plummet sharply, causing a dive, barely allowing the weak to survive. Secrets exchanged in the dimly lit lounge, watching the desperate animals scrounge. Marionette threats to the market exchange, arranging a deal that is notably strange. Bribing the magistrates, altering rules, playing the game with the table of fools. Blackmail delivered in elegant font, giving the associates what they all want. The gallery watches the drama take place, erasing the smile from a confident face. Securely away from the light, planning a robbery late in the night. A gentleman's handshake, a fatal cold grin, celebrating a highly profitable win. Monopoly granted by devious scheme, crushing the terribly optimistic dream. Checkbooks balancing out the new score, sweeping the dirt off the marble floor, leaving the parliament completely purchased, debating the hounds that furiously search. Quiet breaks, calculations are complete, zero margins left for error. Flipping the board, observing the pieces scattered,
Your grand designs crumble, nothing else will matter. Whispers in the corridors, plotting unseen strikes. Ice chill logic prevails, sharper than iron spikes. I orchestrate the chaos, conducting without a sound. A symphony of ruin spreading across the ground. Fools play with emotions, I manipulate the math. Walking alone upon this calculated path. Look at the vanity, towers of fragile pride. Nowhere to run, absolutely nowhere to hide. The algorithm shifted, predicting every move. I leave no fingerprints, nothing for them to prove. Dusk settles in, obscuring what you thought was true. A ruthless paradigm introducing a fresh view. Systematic dismantling of your supposed fortress, leaving the gods utterly defenseless. Time stretches out, extending the suffering prolonged. You assume control, but you were entirely wrong. My vision executes with surgical precision, cutting through the noise, a lethal decision. The grid goes offline, sparking absolute panic. I watch from afar, remaining perfectly static. Every breath you take is quantified in weight. In this ruthless economy, the ultimate price is paid. Tide shifting my command, oceans of pure dread. Words become weapons, leaving everything unsaid. There are no negotiations, treaties are burned away. Entering the dawn of a terrifying day. I am the anomaly, the bug inside the code, driving you insane down a desolate road. The architecture of fear, built by my own hand. Bow to the intellect you could never understand. The formula is flawless. Mission achieved. Checkmate. Glacial stare locked onto the target, piercing the veil. Calibrated maneuvers guarantee this mission will not fail. Tossing away the compass, we raiding the master blueprint, guiding the oblivious straight towards a fatal sprint. Mountains of vanity dissolving into the abyss. Every single countermeasure sealed with a lethal kiss. A quiet storm gathering beyond the horizon line. Flawless execution, brilliantly sinister by design. Regime, waking the masses pieces from their pathetic, fragile dream, trading currency of terror in hushed, hidden spaces, erasing the identities from their terrified faces. No footprints remain on the gravel, no trace behind. A specter operating deep within the collective mind. Cable severed abruptly, cutting the vital feed, cultivating the soil to plant a devastating seed. Phantoms morph into soldiers marching without a drum, accepting the bitter reality of what you have become. The dynamic alters permanently, a forced evolution. Witness the catalyst of your swift dissolution. Sirens wail in the distance, but the gates are sealed. The true nature of this game is completely revealed. Check the monitors, watch the frequency slowly diminish. Admire the masterpiece as we approach the finish. Reason over sentiment, a chillingly pure state. There is no escaping this meticulously crafted fate. System override successful. Powering down the resistance. Quietness reigns supreme. Dragging the asteroids out of the belt, watching the glaciers rapidly melt. A massive density force in the slip, cracking the heavy invisible whip, spreading an infinite chilling draft, sinking the heavily armored craft. The barometric readings begin to halt, burying evidence inside the deep faults. Meteor strike with the brutal force, draining the energy right from the source. Shading the stratosphere entirely black, launching a massive unseen attack. A black hole expanding, consuming the ray, causing a permanent tragic delay. Asteroids hitting the lunar face, a totally cold and ruthless embrace. Weightlessness taking the maximum fee, bending the rules for the ones who agree, inflicting a heavy unyielding strain, driving the sensible targets insane, halting the flow of the stellar river, making the bravest warrior shiver. A vacuum that empties the final gasp, falling directly into my grasp. The singularity expands in the center, refusing to allow anybody to enter. The emptiness stretches incredibly wide, crossing the massive cosmic divide, pushing the limits beyond the extreme, firing a highly concentrated beam, plunging into a chasm remarkably steep, harvesting crops you can never reap, instilling a horror you cannot ignore, hearing the distant mechanical roar, sealing the final unbreakable hatch, striking the singular dangerous match.
Raindrops falling on the vintage hood, adjusting the tire, standing where the shadows stood. No colors here, just black and white. Yeah.
Tailor fabric shields the frozen wind. Looking down the avenue where the sins begin. Grip the wheel tight, leather feeling cold. Stories of the city that remain untold. Neon flickering but the soul is dark, leaving nothing behind, not a single mark. Heavy steps echoing across the empty street. Victory is bitter but survival tastes sweet.
Monochrome silence, living in the grave, washing all the weakness and the doubts away. Standing solid, built like a concrete wall, watching empires rise, watching empires fall.
Headlights cut through the midnight fog. Mind running sharp, checking off the catalog. No words needed, posture says it all. Answering the quiet, but demanding call. Classic chassis, engine purrs low, knowing exactly where this path will go. Trench coat sweeping over puddle reflections, making moves solely on pure perfections.
Monochrome silence, living in the grave, washing all the weakness and the doubts away.
Standing solid, built like a concrete wall, watching empires rise, watching empires fall.
Yeah.
Flash of a lighter, smoke hits the sky. Never asking questions, never wondering why. Trust is a luxury I cannot afford. My own discipline is my only reward.
No distractions, blocking out the noise, separating real men from the little boys.
Yeah, back to the driver's seat, turning the key. Only the rear view can judge what I be. Gears shifting smooth, accelerating fast, leaving all the phantoms trapped in the past. Gazing at the skyline, towering and grim, swimming in the deep end where others sink or swim. Focus remains unbroken, vision strictly clear, conquering the pavement, eliminating fear.
Monochrome silence, living in the grave, washing all the weakness and the doubts away.
Standing solid, built like a concrete wall, watching empires rise, watching empires fall.
Fading into the mist, just a shadow now. Only the engine remains.
From the sacred book, taking the prizes that nobody took. Watching the cowards retreat to the hill, drinking the potion but curing the ill. I bring the frost that will paralyze the bold, turning the furnace incredibly cold. Dialing the coordinates, dropping the bomb, interrupting your meditation and calm. Diamonds are shattering under the pressure. I am the owner of infinite treasure. Vipers approach but I crush them instead, leaving the predators completely unfed. Activating the sequence, unlocking the door, leaving the challengers flat on the floor. You thought you were clever, a genius at play, but I am the blizzard that buries the day. Sub-zero temperatures freezing the lake, showing the followers what is at stake. No second chances, the verdict is in. Welcome the era of beautiful sin. Golden illusions are melting to sludge. I am the jury, the executioner, the judge, 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 judge. Breaking the mirrors, ignoring the curves, dropping the hearse in the savage reverse, collecting the dust that is severely overdue. Painting the canvas in a terrifying hue. Tractors are pulling the rubble aside, swallowing the ego in, stripping the pride. Satellites fall from the orbit above, eliminating the foolish concept of love. Monsters awaken and answer my call, watching the mighty inevitably fall. Signing the contract with invisible ink, pushing the planet right over the brink. Guillotines falling and slicing the air, leaving the populace stripped and bare. This is the pinnacle, reaching the peak, muting the ones who are trying to speak. Total surrender is all I require, throwing your legacy onto the pyre. End of the journey, the finale is near. Breathing in atmosphere, heavy with yeah. Adjusting the dial, reversing rotation, altering every single duration, altering the seconds, delaying the clock, turning the handle, securing the lock. I am the glitch, shifting the phase, leaving the mortals inside of a daze, casting the spell on the ticking machine, painting the drastically different scene, erasing the errors, removing the dates, controlling the ultimate course of the stream. Minutes decay into nothingness now, breaking the promises, breaking the vows, skipping the seasons from summer to spring, silencing every bird trying to sing, warping dimensions and bending the space, removing the joy from the human race. Moments of shrinking, timelines collapse, bridging the wide unbridgeable gaps, stealing the memories right from your skull, making your vibrant existence so dull. Straight to the tragic decline, snapping the cord on the chronological twine, walking amongst the discarded and old, viewing the strange situations unfold. Eternity trapped in a tiny clear sphere, intensifying the overwhelming stress here, leaving the universe in a huge mess. I am the clockmaker bending the springs, dictating what the new century brings, stopping the metronome in its sway. Yesterday vanishes, tomorrow is gone. I am the twilight, replacing the dawn. History archives are suddenly torched, leaving the continents literally scorched. Summoning vicious chronological gales, catching the winds in the giant sails. This is the epoch where everything ends, severing ties with your family and friends. The loop is repeating, the cycle restarts, piercing a hole through your vulnerable parts. Standing at the NJ, drop down. Standing at the edge, yeah. Standing at the edge, yeah, standing at the edge of the forgotten crater, dealing with the treason of a hidden traitor, scraping the remains from the barren dirt, delivering a massive calculated hurt. A canyon covered in a thick black slime, committing the perfect untraceable crime. Zero witnesses to testify the fact, executing my relentless brutal act, erasing the borders on the parchment map, catching the targets in a sudden snap. Volcanoes erupting with a furious bite, extinguishing the last remaining spark of light. No oxygen left in the poison breeze, freezing the forest and all of the trees, chasing the cowards completely away, turning the colorful scenery gray. Mountains crumbling into pebbles and stones, walking across a valley of bones. The skyline fades into absolute pitch, flipping the heavy mechanical switch, gears grinding loudly in the core of the earth, giving this terror violent birth. Governing strictly from a jagged cliff, striking them down remarkably stiff, directing the units from a command post, hunting the shores like a terrifying ghost. Anchors dropping into the bottomless pit, watching the rivals violently quit, blades cutting deep, leaving a massive gash, turning the monuments entirely to ash, collecting the bounty for the ultimate prize, obliterating the mortal disguise. The final destination is rapidly approaching, into mine territory you are encroaching, banishing the heroes to the farthest realm, shattering the armor and crushing the helm. A melody sung on a broken string, dethroning the local pathetic king. No refuge found in the damaged walls, echoes bouncing through the empty halls. The vendor was locked, there is nowhere to stay, burying the hope beneath